What you get into today?
You see what?
What you get into today? You need Trey?
Nah, this shit already pre-rolled, brother.
There we go.
See what I get into today? Shit, what the fuck have I been doing, man? I got back on the PlayStation, man. I'm getting back into my shit, man. I got hopped on 2K, did a little my player shit, you know. It's been a minute, man. I went on there and got a good like 40 though. Bust some ass.
Can't fuck with the sports games, man.
Used to be fucking with the 2K though.
I know. And then I be so in and out with the Madden, it's ridiculous.
Oh man. That is ridiculous.
Man, I download that bitch and look at the icon for like 2-3 days and then delete that bitch.
That's kind of where I was at with Mortal Kombat after I found out they wanted to charge me for Rambo. I was like, man, I done already bought the whole pack now.
Yeah.
Y'all want some extra bullshit, and I want Fusion. And really, the one person I wanted out of the whole thing, give me Fusion. You gonna hold me on Fusion?
I found the name of that movie that you turned on and went to sleep on. And I forgot the name of that bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
What movie I fell asleep?
Waste your
You just turned it on, you went straight to sleep. That shit, you missed some shit.
You talking about
with the crazy nigga.
Fuck,
but
I just had the name.
I cannot remember the name. It was just one word too.
Yeah, it was one word because you kept asking me what it was, and then I finally remembered and told you.
No, you never said that.
Sound like it was called.
You went to sleep.
Y'all niggas can't remember it for shit.
But
look, once I on that bed, I'm done for.
Yeah, I be trying to man. Okay? If it's bedtime, it's bedtime.
It's not bedtime. It's my eyes just closed.
I'm in the bed. It's bedtime.
Yeah,
my eyes just closed.
She missed so much of that movie. She had that just turned it on when I walked in the room.
Yeah,
because I was sitting there for like 2 hours watching.
I caught the beginning credits. I knew who the producer was.
I watched some of it, but I take like Benadryl and shit to put me to sleep. So I took the Benadryl, and I'm like, okay, I got at least 30 minutes to watch this show.
Some of that drill music.
And as soon as I turned the movie on, as soon as I turned the movie on, I was just like, I'm watching it, and then next thing I know, my eyes was closed. I don't even remember the beginning.
Was just like
I fall asleep to so
I know it was a crazy ass movie because when I read the title, I was like, okay, I'm about to watch it.
My man's was possessed by something. By like some kind of demon.
Possession.
It was called.
But the thing was,
what you was describing last time?
No, this is something different. It was like the thing was like that motherfucker walked past somebody and like accidentally bumped.
Because what happened was him and his girlfriend, they just found out she was pregnant. So they end up, they left. That's the beginning
50 minutes in the fucking movie.
Yeah, but the parts I remember,
the
daddy went crazy first. That's the beginning of the movie.
Oh yeah, that's the part I didn't see. I seen the flashbacks of this.
The daddy ended up going crazy.
I don't know what that
He didn't see the beginning. I watched from the beginning.
This shit, it ended up, it was like a full circle.
It's about 3 hour movie.
It's a whole family.
It's about
a family. And it's about a possession. So the daddy end up, they in a house like us, the daddy end up killing the mama first while the kids were asleep. So he woke up the kids and told the kids to go upstairs to the mama room to go get the gun. So the mama's on the bed, blood everywhere, the kids can't wake her up, they don't know what the fuck is going on. So the son come downstairs with the gun. The little boy came downstairs with the gun. The older brother was already tied up. The daddy had him tied up.
Now the youngest boy, his name was Kevin?
Yeah, that's the one that survived that ran out the house.
Yep.
Because the older brother,
he comes back.
The older brother got killed. Well, the mama got killed first, and then the daddy told the youngest boy to go upstairs to get his gun. So the boy went upstairs and got the gun, and the daddy took it from the boy. And the boy thought the daddy was playing at first because he was like, "Thank you for getting the gun," and he was spinning that bitch. And he stood there. He like, "Okay, daddy." The next thing you know, the daddy turned around and shot the brother in the head. So the younger nigga panicked and ran out the door. Because he didn't know what the fuck was going on, so he left. And that's all I remember from that point. He left and I went to sleep after that.
It went dark after that.
No, I didn't go to sleep after that. Because the daughter and the boyfriend end up going up to go see the parents. But the house, it's like they couldn't get in the house. So they end up going to a room. And they end up staying. they end up staying in a motel room, and that's when he found out she was pregnant. And they left the hotel room and they wanted to go traveling while she was pregnant. So that's when her boyfriend got possessed. The nigga that you watched is the nigga that got possessed on the way up
that you was watching.
He got possessed up on the way to where they was going. And she kept wondering what the fuck was wrong with him. Like he'll go to sleep out of nowhere. And then he'll wake up and his eyes. So you know the part I'm talking about where he woke up and his eyes was like it was like two eyeballs. And she was like, what the fuck? You
bouncing all over the place now.
Alright, so look, speaking of movies, nigga, don't we gotta
this one you was waking up and going back to sleep.
We got a game about like films and shit, don't we? We can
yes we do.
Speaking of, you know what I'm saying, we talk
about
movies and shit.
So I just jumped up the second part of it?
No, you was just in and out of it. Alright, so we about to do like a little. We call this Battle of the Movies. Okay. It's a little tournament.
All right.
So your horror selection is Halloween versus Annabelle. Now on this one, hold on. Now on this one, we can go either whole series, or you can go with the newest. It gotta be one of the two. We gonna pick and choose before we start. You know what I'm saying? Before we really get started with the Halloween and Annabelle, we going with like the newest Annabelle
have y'all seen Annabelle?
Man, yes. I'm trying to explain the rules.
I just want to make sure they seen it so they can know.
If they haven't, we gonna talk about it. Or we have to go with the newest Halloween. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to go with the series, we can go with the whole series and chop it up that way.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
because it's way more Halloweens than it
watched
is.
The series.
And I also got a thing where. So look, I haven't seen Annabelle. I wasn't into the doll shit. I was like, fuck out of here.
Exactly.
But anyway, because first of all, Chucky already exists. You lame.
But it's not. It's a different interpretation of a new doll.
Okay. I already seen Tales from the Hood. You're not scared.
Now with this. With that one, that's the only one where that choice is. The other ones is just straight solid that movie.
Okay, but look, also the last Halloween I went to see that movie when it came out.
I was asleep so hard in the theater.
Look, man, I was falling asleep during the movie. I never expected to be going to sleep. Dude, I was falling. What the fuck?
Hey.
I'm like, I was asleep. I'm sleeping.
I was in that bitch snoring.
I can feel. I'm going back to sleep.
I'm not gonna lie.
But that shit is not popping on.
But the thing was, we went late.
Man.
Every time they made a boom,
man, this is a horror movie. You can go late. You ain't supposed to fall asleep.
Every time we fell asleep, and every time it was like a boom.
The other thing though was that new Halloween.
We went to drive-in.
We did rewatch it.
We did.
And we ended up rewatching like 2-3 times.
I liked
it. It was good.
I liked it.
It really was good.
I liked it.
On the rewatch. It was good on the rewatch.
I fuck with Annabelle though. I fucks with Annabelle. I fucks with all the Annabelle.
Wait, isn't it about the older lady?
No.
Is she trying to run away from, or like
what? The granddaughter was
trying to run away from him.
Yep. Okay,
and
so
he was
that's the horror category.
Well,
that movie was actually good.
So is we voting on that now?
No, I'm gonna give you all the movies first. So that's the horror category.
Okay.
Wait.
I think we should vote back
over. We're gonna go back over all of these one by one.
Okay.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying,
but it's gonna take longer though, ain't it? Yeah. I think we should vote per thing.
Yeah.
So that way we know what the winner was. We remember what the winner is.
Okay.
I would say Annabelle.
Well, I'm gonna be keeping track of the winners and stuff like that.
I'll say Annabelle. But, the only reason why I say Annabelle is because it was a different take on the Chucky movie and any other doll movie that I watched. It was a total different take on it. She wasn't the person killing her. It was the ghosts that was in the doll killing her. That's totally different than Chucky.
Chucky is a cursed doll.
He's a cursed doll.
She's a
But that's two different type of curse. She's only possessing the dead.
Do you do black magic? How do you know it's a different type of curse?
Now,
it's a different
if this was Chucky versus Annabelle, I would go with Chucky.
I'm picking just about any other horror movie over a movie called Annabelle.
Well, Annabelle can raise like this.
Annabelle was creepy.
She's all about
Annabelle's
raising from the dead.
A lot of people
Chucky had to be possessed already to be the ghost. The dog is already taking souls That's demons.
Well, Chucky was a
Chucky
soul.
wasn't taking demon souls though.
He was a soul trapped in there wanted to kill people.
That's it. He was trapped in this doll. The ghosts that's in this doll is not trapped. They're trying to get inside her to possess the people. It's not the same.
What's the scene that you take away from it that's like a memorable scene as far as Annabelle?
That's gonna
when
make
that
it
bitch went in the room and
now is it, you talking the newest one or you talking the
when
newest
she went in the room.
So we're gonna go.
I think I saw this one.
Huh?
I think I saw this one. Go ahead.
And she was laying in the bed and the dog was sitting in the chair at first.
Yeah.
And then she didn't see the dog no more. She was scared and she was looking underneath the bed and the dog fell.
You know what? That is a memorable scene. I know exactly what she's saying.
Oh my God, where she at? Like the movie, you gotta like,
remember that.
I watched damn scary movie and the damn clown dog was gone. I seen the clown dog rape Marlon Wayne. I mean Sean Wayne. That Annabelle ain't scary.
No,
I seen the man get raped by a dog.
Bring people in though. They never brought nobody in for Chucky. They brought.
We're not going up against Chucky though.
I'm just saying
now with Halloween, the newest one. Like it was some killing. Like of course it's a regular killing type movie, whatever. But the scene that was a memorable scene for me that I fucked with was when that fucking basement was on fire and that nigga was just looking up at them stairs like, bitch, I'm still gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
When they get tossed out the window, it seems like he always getting tossed out of a window. That's my part. And it's always unexpected.
Michael Myers?
Yeah. He'd just be following you. Then next thing you know, you get the strength to push this nigga out the window. Then you look out the window, he gone.
They trying to push
where the fuck did you go that fast?
They trying to push like his durability. That's why they do that. You know.
They did that.
He a stiff nigga that you can just beat up on. He like,
they did that a lot.
That's his stick. You know, they trying to
because they made him like Batista.
That's they just never
because this nigga was tall and strong in the bitch.
More like Kane.
He got killed 3 times.
Early Kane.
How the fuck did he come back?
Wait a minute, didn't Kane play Michael Myers?
Nigga, he come back every fucking. She just chopped his head off.
He was Jason, I think, from Jason Goes to Hell.
How did he come back?
But that's
he got hit with vehicles.
But that's part of his thing, though. Like that's part of his thing.
It's just not realistic.
That bathroom scene on that new one was the truth, though.
When he was against the wall?
That was the new one. That was the one before the new one.
No, I thought the new one when old girl was crawling up under them stalls trying to get away. He was choking out the fucking news reporters.
That was the new one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You was talking about was the old new one that they redid.
Oh yeah,
I fuck with that one. Now that one I'm gonna choose over a lot of horror movies because he was big as fuck. He threw it. He ain't never moved a fucking car in no movie ever. I'm like, this nigga strong, man.
Hey, but that black dude on that roof tried to piece him.
That nigga got the janitor. I'm talking about who got the janitor shit.
I'm talking about the oldest one.
The nigga who got the janitor shit from you. That was in the bathroom at a truck stop.
No, not that one. Okay, no.
It's the
one when he was going against the black dude, and then the black dude tried to piece him up on the roof, and he just hit that nigga with a solid ass uppercut in his head, fell in the garbage can.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, that's the back of the day, boy. That's from.
Nigga, I thought we was talking about the same movie.
Nah.
How you just gonna?
I know. I just want to throw that in there. I just want to.
It's all within each other.
No, because we are supposed to be doing the newer one versus the newer one. I just had
the
to.
new one just wasn't that entertaining to me because it's the same shit. It's repeated all over. That's why I wouldn't even go see a new Jason movie if they made one because it's the same shit, just different scenes.
Jason gonna spice it up.
I don't know. That Jason X is kind of garbage.
The one is
Jason X was garbage. When was garbage?
No,
I said kind of.
When was garbage?
The only one I fuck with is the.
I'm thinking the Leprechaun in Space.
From the newest one.
I'm not going to say put out some shit. And then you just see the big ass head go. That's Leprechaun in Space.
Jason was in space too.
Yeah, that's Jason X.
But he ain't go there on purpose. Niggas act like he was fucking Duck Dodgers or something. No, the nigga he got froze in the future, and niggas go in space in the future. So he ended up there. Niggas took his frozen body to the.
It was dumb.
So let's.
No, it was not dumb. He was swollen shit, and then he became Terminator like with the metal.
Yeah, they cut his son. I think that was cut
shit
because they had the ants that healed the body. What was that ass?
That movie sucked.
You don't like sci-fi shit.
You like sci-fi.
That's sci-fi right there.
Wait.
They put sci-fi in Jason X.
In the movie when he was in that Like,
You mean Jason?
that
No, she's talking about Halloween. She's on.
in that prison or whatever. That
Yeah, at the beginning.
and he
Yeah.
broke out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He
the
killed
new
her.
one.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
yep.
cool.
Because that was all them same motherfuckers was scared of them. They treated them
Yeah,
like
and
a
they
joke.
start screaming.
But why the hell do
What
little
the fuck?
retarded people look like that though? They got motherfuckers.
Right? They had chains.
They look so terrible.
It was an
They
insane
look
asylum.
so terrible.
We just-
Niggas not in there on no damn chains back.
But this is a whole
This wasn't
different
a
kind.
regular insane asylum.
Yeah, this is a whole different kind.
Damn near Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. You got to think above, motherfucker. You got to think about the creativity they put into the movie.
Nigga,
You
with
know what
no
I'm saying?
creativity,
They was
beat
chopping
people
niggas
up,
up.
have them stab you. You gonna act like you did,
And then your
get
movie
back
gonna make
up,
like $20.
and we here. He never died.
But okay, look, let's vote. Let's take a vote. We're gonna start with J.
Yeah,
Rod
he never
and
died.
come
He
out.
never died.
He
Why
never
the fuck
died.
am I continue to watch this if I know he's not gonna die?
Because how?
That's boring.
You watch a lot of stuff where you know the outcome, though.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Nigga, I watch random ass movies. I would just choose the title.
But
and click
it's
it.
still the
So,
same.
Shows.
It's the same
You
shit.
watch some shows. on
They
TV,
gotta beef it
At
up
least
to
with
make it
Jason, you
sequel.
have a little more fun. You get to drown.
No, Jason get killed
But
every
he gets
time.
drowned and he in the water.
No, he
don't
get his
come
head
back.
chopped off, all that good shit.
But how he come back? He got to be in the water to come
Because
back.
it's a fucking movie. That's how he come back.
That nigga is an evil spirit within the body. That's his whole thing. They don't act like he.
You know who ain't came back though?
He's a kid.
Freddy
He died as a child. He did die.
Freddy
He died as a
died.
child.
He ain't
died.
came back since Freddy vs. Jason.
Freddy died. He died. He is an evil spirit. Living
Freddy
in the
got
body.
burnt. So
Freddy
yeah.
also
did
did
die, though.
come back.
He's
even
the
though he
person
didn't
who
come
ain't
back
never
to the end
dying.
of the
He's
movie.
the person
because
who
Jason
did
cut
die.
his head off at the end of Freddy vs. Jason, and then he was walking with that head, and then Freddy was still running his mouth. You know, because Freddy liked to talk shit.
Well, he winked at the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But let's take a vote. So you go with Annabelle or Jason? Halloween.
Halloween.
Halloween. Okay.
I'm bad at making decisions. I'm gonna go with Halloween. I was scared.
Annabelle. All that.
I'm gonna go with Halloween.
Annabelle, all that.
So that's a 3-1.
Okay. Okay.
Cause I did fuck with Halloween.
Nigga, I'll pull up Annabelle right now. Watch it like I ain't never seen
Wait,
it.
but what happened if it's a tie? What if it's even?
It's just
If
evil.
it's even, then we go old school, rock paper scissors or something.
Okay.
Split decision.
All right, next part. Next.
Okay, so the next genre is drama, and we're going Fruitvale Station versus Fall from Grace. I already know my decision.
Now, have y'all seen either one of those movies?
No.
Wait, what's Fall from Grace?
When the mama
That
got
Tyler Perry
blamed,
movie, that newest one with the
Daddy
bad
Murder,
wigs.
I ain't seen no
Where
Tyler
they
Perry
took her
movies.
to
Oh,
the thing
man.
and at
It
the
was
end,
good.
she
It
really
was
killed
good.
her. She really did kill
But
her.
it wasn't no Fruitvale Station.
I don't think they ain't seen that either.
I know it from
With that's
I don't
Michael B.
know
Jordan.
I don't know. Yeah,
You
that,
never
I know what
watched
that is. It's about Oscar Grant, but I
Yeah.
don't know what
Fall
the
from
fuck
Grace?
Fall from Grace
Fall
because
from
I don't
Grace.
watch Tyler Perry.
Give him a
movies
breakdown.
these days.
Can't just say it's good. Give him a breakdown.
So basically, when the movie first come on, the mama's getting taken to jail, and they telling the daughters that the mama.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember that.
Yeah, see,
And her husband
yeah.
stole all her money.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
let
I
me
remember
chop
He
it
was
up.
she beat
Chop
that
it
nigga
up.
ass.
She was crazy.
She beat that
Oh,
nigga
she
ass.
was. She was.
He was in there
That
talking
movie was
stupid to her.
trending. That movie
She
was
said,
trending.
Mhm.
nigga.
It was everywhere.
But it was
like
more for
ass
the
tray,
wigs.
bitch.
Yeah, get that up, dog. Hey, dude was grimy than a
It was like
motherfucker.
ass tray, bitch.
Cause he had her trapped in like the
Yeah,
marriage or
with
some
the
shit.
fucked up hairstyle.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I be on the internet.
Yeah, that movie was.
That yeah.
But,
When
you
he
know what
talked
I'm
to
saying?
her, she should have killed
Well,
him.
now that we know three of y'all seen it. Y'all just
But
give
she
me a
did
description.
kill him.
Don't tell
Yeah.
me the movie.
She did.
Go ahead.
Because I already,
Lay it out.
I been memed to death about it, so I know what parts.
I
of it.
watched it once. I barely remember it, but Fruitvale. I mean,
But I like both because the mama was.
he never seen
told
Fall
her
from
when she
Grace.
finally
So
decided to kill the nigga. She didn't give a fuck. It was like
yeah, but like
That's what I'm saying. I gotta go off the-
he want to know what's the movie about. Like, what can he go based upon?
it's
What's
a
the
murder. It's
the
kind of like a
description?
murder. Shit, she killed her husband, and they trying to figure out why the fuck she did it.
Nah. Fruitvale Station.
How you got?
It was a good movie.
We going with Fruitvale Station. We don't even need to take a vote. I mean, we gonna vote.
I can't vote. I can't vote
I just
because
vote.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but
I cried on Fruitvale. That shit. I cried on that shit when
it was just at the end though.
I got cried.
Well, if it tugged on your heart, it's the one.
Nigga, he
That's
always got shit tugging on my heart. We watching the TV show and I'm crying about the TV show. I cried about.
So This Is Us.
What's the movie where I knew the daddy was gonna die from cancer?
Oh, that movie
I was
crazy.
bawling my eyes
This
out
daddy
when he
was
died.
racist in the motherfucker, but when he died,
It was so sad.
that shit was still like, damn,
it
like,
was
man,
so
you
sad.
fucked up, but nigga, you ain't have to
It
really.
was so
What the
sad.
fuck y'all talking about?
I can't
It's a
remember the
movie
name
we
of the movie. But
I
nigga, it was just like.
I was crying like I knew a nigga.
You gonna hear that a lot.
Throughout the whole movie, I'm mad because he racist, like he for real
Like,
racist.
and the crazy part is at the beginning of the movie, they let you know, like, this nigga about to die.
Yeah.
He got cancer, he about to die.
Yeah,
But then they start walking you through, like, his final stages.
Yeah.
And you see him do, like, racist shit. You see him say some bullshit. You see him fuck his kids over and all that other shit. But then at the same
It's a white
time,
family.
the way the motherfucker went out, it was still just like, nah, nigga. You ain't have to be
They
like
tried
that,
to spend the
bro.
last
Like,
3 days with
you
their
should
daddy.
just like,
He like,
let
don't
somebody do it
resuscitate
like
me if I
that.
die, nigga. I don't want to come back.
yeah, and then the wife didn't even give a fuck. She like, no, we about to keep him going.
Yep. As long as she was getting money,
He was
she was
supposed
good.
they were supposed to pull the plug after so long and still didn't do it. And that wasn't even like
And
the
then he
full
told
wife. That
me
was like that was their
like,
stepmama.
He didn't want to be seen once he died.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. He said, don't look
He
at
didn't
me
want
once
a
I die.
funeral. So what they did was, we're gonna have a funeral, but we just gonna put the casket in the back of the funeral.
That's what they did.
Wait, what movie y'all talking about again?
I don't know what the
I
fuck the
don't
name
know
of that
the
shit
name of
was.
it.
Right, so we off topic like a month.
Yeah. Okay, so Fruitvale Station 1 there. So now we at action.
Okay.
And the two, because there's so many action movies, but the two we went with was Extraction versus Mile 22.
Extraction.
I doubt they see
What was
my
Extraction?
Extraction was my man's. He was like a secret agent or some shit. But it's basically like.
Who was your man's though? What's the actor?
Oh shit, nigga.
Yeah.
You got me fucked up. It was a white man.
That's where y'all be fucking up.
Because
At.
I do not be looking at that
Mile
shit.
22.
But
I know what Mile 22 is.
Oh, you watched
already.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Extraction was it's basically like how fucking Wildlands was. Like that's all that movie reminded me of was Wildlands, because the nigga he got dropped off in like some Bolivia type shit.
Look up Extraction.
Yeah. Play pull up the trailer for it. But like this nigga, he was a secret agent. This nigga, hey, J-Rod, this nigga was working.
Who was?
The main character,
Okay.
this nigga was working like,
Was there like a Filipino man or like?
Yep, that was the dude that was trying to kill him. Why they sent him on a mission to kill somebody
I
else.
did see
And
Extraction.
then he tried to get them little young niggas over there tried to jump his
The
ass.
same dude from like, was he in Ong Bak? No. He was
No, not Umba.
He
The main character I think is
He was
Punisher
a-
or
he-
some shit.
No, wait, what?
I probably just threw you all the way off with the wrong actor.
No, I think he in there. You know what I'm saying? No, wait.
No service.
I give you the Wi-Fi.
The dude who I'm thinking of, like the Asian dude, he was in like a series of like fighting movies.
Yeah.
I think it was called Ong Bak.
Yeah, Umbach and the Umbach and what's the name of Whitney? Bodyguard. They had a Thai version of Bodyguard.
I know who you talking about then. Yep, I know who you talking about. I know exactly.
And that nigga was fucking working.
I knew his name. I don't know his name though. I knew his name. I don't know it. I know exactly what you're talking about. So you said Mile 22. I know that got Mark Wahlberg in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I know.
Oh, yeah, you know exactly who that was.
Shit.
Yeah, I be watching movies.
We got two Mark Wahlberg movies
and
on
I be
the list.
knowing what they is. Y'all niggas.
Nigga, I watched
This one gonna be between y'all because I ain't seen neither one of these movies.
They just action movies. And y'all want to take a vote? Because I really
I don't
can't.
remember Extraction like that. I only remember Mile 22.
Extraction.
And I
pretty
barely
good.
watched that because I had my headphones in. I was on YouTube. I was just going in and out on
They
it.
both
Yeah.
was actually pretty good.
Oh, well, if I turned it on, I'm definitely not going to remember it.
Alright, well, this one may be the split decision.
I still say Mile 22 because I like that Mile 22.
That was her vote.
What you say?
Hell no.
Extraction versus Mile 22.
Oh yeah. Wait, you vote?
I'm going with Extraction.
Extraction.
Yeah, I'm going with Extraction just because I didn't sit down and really watch Mile 22. I have to rewatch that.
No, I was just
But
doing
Extraction, my man's was going to work. Especially when he used that one little kid as a baseball bat to hit the other little kid. Come on now. When you gotta hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker, it's just like, nigga,
I just
you
like
won.
his accent.
You won.
He always having an accent in a movie.
I might go with distraction. I can't.
Well, 2 against 1. There we go.
Mile 22.
No, she still got a vote.
No, I might go with Mile 22. It was pretty good. It was pretty. And I remember it more because I ain't seen it.
He was a dick in that room where he was talking to the people.
So
and he was talking to the dude, and he was telling him what he needed to do and stuff.
Wait, who was talking to who?
Mark
Wahlberg.
When he was in the room and they was asking him like questions and shit, and he was telling the people what to do.
Okay, so
I don't know if you remember that part.
The third matchup may be a little bit easier. I'm sure everybody's seen both of these. Now this is the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
This is Pineapple Express versus the other guys. That's a hard one.
The other guy.
That's a hard one.
The other guy do it for me.
That's a hard one. Nigga, aim for the bushes.
He said,
Aim for the
we need to get your gun, buddy. We need that gun right now.
Why you choose them two?
Because they're funny. They both funny. They both up there. And mostly everybody's seen it.
No, yeah, we're gonna go. Come on, we got this. Yep. Because I tried to skip ahead for a second. Because I know we got a discussion going on with these next two
other
choices.
guys. I chose the other guys. That shit was way more funnier than me. You
drive Pineapple Express.
You drive
my man's couldn't die in Pineapple Express though. They done whooped this nigga on in the bathroom, beat him with the toilet.
Yeah, I think
the nigga that ran off on him at the end.
The first time I seen Pineapple Express, I was rolling. Like I remember laughing.
Every time I watch it, I'm there.
I was with my brother. We was watching it somewhere. I don't remember where, but I know we was cackling, like we was rolling, both of them.
Because that's what Pineapple Express do to you. But the other guys do the same thing. Nigga silent fighting at the wedding.
Other guys
silent fighting at the wedding. I mean at the funeral, nigga. These niggas on the ground rolling, rumbling.
Other guys was funny.
Gator
don't play by his bitches.
Dirty like the boys.
Gator don't play by his bitches.
Gator ain't about no games.
Talk about that one though. That's not the one we named.
Yes, that's the other guys.
Oh yeah, Gator is and the other guy.
Yeah, and I was just stomping hard, nigga. We got all that little.
Was crazy. She said,
"Stop real deep."
I forgot about that scene.
Yeah,
that scene.
Because he was like, he was like, you had a stable of whores.
Yes, sir.
That nigga was
stupid. He had a stable.
Oh man.
But he's funny in every movie. That nigga stupid.
Nigga, I don't know.
What did he say? We drove up to the coke scene. What did he say when they pulled up to the coke scene? He was like, thanks, you did a good job. He rolled over the dead body. And he was racing the dudes to the dead body, to the coke. And he drove over the dead body. And it was coke all over his car and shit. They was sniffing stuff.
What's his name? Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
One of black people's favorite white comedians. But
he is hilarious. I love him definitely on Step Brothers. That's my fucking movie.
Yeah, me too.
I love when the bed fall. That part, nigga, I be in tears every fucking time. Cause he goes to the day.
But we still got Pineapple Express on the floor.
I'm already here.
When he said,
I got some nostalgia with the Pineapple Express too. Like I said, like that shit was pretty funny.
Both of them is classics.
Well, I gotta say the other guys, man.
You got the other
You
guys?
don't talk unless I put my hand up your ass and make you talk.
You gotta get your desk
but at the same time, your desk you didn't give a fuck about discretion. I seen you.
Hey, people don't even know where that's from. People don't know where that's from.
I gotta spread my wings.
People do not know where that's from.
Yeah, I seen it.
They don't even know. When he was like, if I was a lion, I would travel in the water to come over there and eat you. Or some shit. Then he was, what was the dude? What was he? He was like, no, I doubt that. Piranhas. He was piranhas. He said we would eat every bit of you.
Yeah, he
said y'all swim over the ball. Right, they were ball.
He broke it down scientifically to the
nigga. And he got pissed.
Fuck off.
He got pissed hearing that.
Because the answer was so stupid, but it was so possible.
He didn't want to argue like,
I'm not about to do this with you.
Fuck, are you so happy?
This is a hard one. I knew it was gonna be a hard one when it came to the
always
comedy.
the other guys. Pineapple Express is
No,
to me, but
nigga, I synced it.
the other guys is it wins.
You know how much weight that hold?
Alright, we gotta vote, y'all. We gotta vote.
The other guys for me.
What you got?
Nigga got shot in the arm. He left the nigga hanging.
The nigga said, I will not tell on you. As he was telling on him.
The fight was hilarious.
What?
And
My kimono. He had on a kimono.
Yeah. That shit was funny.
You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
When it was in the,
I got my choice.
when the nigga start running for no reason in the forest, that shit had me rolling.
Nigga, these niggas slept in the woods and he left the battery running all night.
At the
Man,
end of the movie when they was in that warehouse full of the weed and they got set on fire and they was all high as fuck coming out and the whole boy was shot and
Boy, they tried to make it dramatic as fuck.
Yeah, I
Really, he was just hiding the motherfucker.
But didn't they keep getting lost in there though? Wasn't the scene where they was lost in there or they was panicking or too high or something?
Yeah.
It was when they was in the warehouse. That scene, I think it was like coke or something upstairs in the room, and then they went.
No, it was just the weed.
It was just
but
the
it was
weed.
my man's that wouldn't die. He kept just like not dying. That's what it was. He was a roach. That's what he was.
basically.
Yeah. So why you gotta choose, man?
Who? Y'all all chose?
I chose.
You say
She
It was
chose.
on you. It's on you. Yeah, it was on you.
Oh.
You talking about memories in the movie? You ain't choose.
I was talking
Pineapple Express.
I was talking about both. I was talking about both of them.
You
Yeah.
talking about memory in movies.
But this is a hard choice though. This ain't no easy. You can just breeze it through. I do got my answer.
That's why I was saying this shit out loud. Like, I was going through both of the movies. Like, what happened in this? What happened in that? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go with Pineapple Express though.
Boom. What you got?
Pineapple Express.
And that's the same thing I chose.
Okay. 3 out of 1. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. So the next one is a crime film, right? But these are the two movies. The Town. I barely remember that movie. The Town versus Half Baked. A lot of people look at Half Baked as a comedy, but that movie was really about drug lords.
Half baked.
I ain't seen either one of those.
I would have said Blue Streak again.
I don't know how
No, not
you
Blue
put
Streak.
Half Baked in there. I don't know.
As a crime movie, you gotta think about it. Their boy went to jail for killing a horse. The whole movie is about them getting their boy out of jail, and to do that, they had to get into the life of crime of selling weed.
Is that the
Weed
movie
was
where he
illegal
like-
back then.
Where he was like, ah.
Nah, that's
What was that?
Blue Street. Like it's all the way considered a comedy because that movie funny as fuck. But the events that went on in the movie was really
No, that's the movie where
About a
they
life
in there
of crime.
smoking all day first, right? Yeah. And then they
selling
trying
weed.
to
That's
sell-
what the movie was about. Even that, they broke into the fucking the laboratory and robbed them for all those pounds of the
That's the
weed
movie where they sent the white boy to the store for snacks and he had them and he fed it
to the horse,
and,
and
he
killed
came
the
back.
horse.
Okay.
That's basically he was a
I
cop
remember
killer.
it now. Because he said you killed my fucking horse.
Yeah, Buttercup, and he kept calling butter stuff.
I killed butter stuff.
Now, that one may win just off the simple fact of it's a classic and
And it shouldn't. I just don't think it should be there. It's a funny movie.
it's a funny ass movie, but it's still a crime movie.
No, you gotta.
It's still a crime.
It's listed under crime movies though. When you look it up, it's listed under crime movies.
It's still a crime. It's about them becoming drug lords and having to take out the top nigga in the drug gang.
They was in the back of the van and they pulled it to the warehouse and they had a shootout. Is that still the same movie? Where the weed was in the truck and him and the white boy was in the truck and they pulled up to sell the weed to the little Mexican people.
I don't know.
That's what was the people that selling the weed to?
They were selling the weed to the community.
What's the scene in there?
They had to sell something to Samson.
Yeah.
But then
But Samson
Samson
was-
had like a garage or something.
No,
He had
Samson
weed
was in
there.
his mansion, and that's when all them bitches came out. And the one girl, her titty popped out, and everybody was like, "Oh, I want to talk to Samson." Like that bitch Alex Gray. That was the doctor said I need a bacchiotomy.
Yeah, it's gonna be half baked.
Old green eyes.
Alright, y'all got your choices. Y'all chose.
Yeah, it's half baked.
It's definitely half baked for me. Because I don't even remember even watching The Town. But, give us The Town.
Oh, The Town is with Tyrese, right?
You don't want to pick The
Oh,
Town.
yeah.
I think we need to do something
The
else. That's not that
Town
popular though. The Town.
No, that movie, a lot of people have seen. It's with
Just say like
Tyrese
Four Brothers.
and...
Four Brothers.
Oh, well, okay.
That was that. Shut up, bitch, before I put you down there with it.
Oh, that's not from that movie.
That was from Four Brothers.
No, I'm saying the scene I was thinking of, that wasn't from that movie.
Okay, so it looks like Half Baked is the one that's gonna have a bye week because that's a unanimous decision. What do you go with?
I ain't seen them, so I don't get no vote.
So Half Baked is with the bye week. Okay, so round 2. Is there anything y'all want to say about round 1? Any thoughts? Anywhere?
And I still think Annabelle killed
No.
Halloween.
Huh?
Okay, so let's move on to round 2.
Alright.
So round 2 is Halloween versus Mile 22. And we decided with the Halloween we was going with the newest version.
Oh no, Mile. The Town is where.
What?
I'm trying to remember the movie.
Nigga, don't even worry about it. That shit gone. We in
Not
round
The
2.
Town. What did you say?
Halloween versus Mile 22.
Mile 22. That's what I meant to say. Mile 22.
But this is the fucked up part. Okay, while she thinking. This is the fucked up part. Even though I've watched Halloween multiple times, the scenes I seen in Mile 22, they beat Halloween for me.
So we watched that together, right?
No. I mean, I was sitting there, but I wasn't watching it. I was on my phone on YouTube.
But I was watching.
And
That's
the parts
when they
I was
had the
looking
mask
up,
on, right?
I don't
The one
fucking know.
with the non-mask.
Listen,
When I told you
when I looked up-
Banks.
When I looked up, I seen some shooting going on. I liked it what I seen. I watched
Yeah,
everything
that's
seen,
the movie
and
where.
then I went back to my
There's
YouTube.
a lot of drive.
Yes, no, that's the
Lot of
movie where they was robbing the banks.
Mile 22?
Where, huh?
Talking about Mile 22?
Yeah, Mile 22. That's what we talking about.
Mile 22, they was
So
trying
what's
to...
the movie we watched
No,
where
We on a whole nother thing.
I know, I just mixed
We
up
not-
movies. Okay, I'm mixing up movies.
Mile 22.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
I said, okay, I mixed up the movie.
Yeah.
Continue.
You're talking.
I'm not talking no more. I just said I mixed up the movie.
Mile 22, they were trying to get one dude somewhere else, and it was 22 miles in between there, I think, or it was on the 22nd mile or something like.
And that's not even far.
Like that's where like the
You know what you're
it
talking
was
about?
like a breaking like the security or something.
Mark Wahlberg.
But I know that's what it was.
Yeah, it
22
was.
miles.
It was. They had to transport her.
22 miles ain't far though.
For where they was at and the type of circumstances they was under, it was.
Right.
Because
Because
wasn't
niggas
it
was
a
on your
threat?
ass at the door.
Yeah.
We was waiting on you at the door.
It was a threat.
Right, because I'm like, 22 miles. Nigga, you stay 20 miles away.
Did.
But if you dealing with somebody searching for this nigga,
Nigga, that's a
Don't
30-minute
feel like
ride. It's
forever.
like, nigga, y'all made a 2-hour movie out of a 30-minute ride? But, like I said, the little things I seen, I would still put that over Halloween. But at the same time, I'm not really the horror genre type, you know what I mean?
you know, I
would be-
watch horror movies and Halloween still. You haven't seen me repeat Halloween. I
So,
watch horror movies every day and I don't repeat Halloween.
okay,
Not
so
not the new.
my
Halloween.
decision is
I
Mile
don't repeat
22.
none of them.
Yeah, we just watch movies and keep. That's why we don't ever remember the names of them, because we watch movies and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Halloween, you don't forget the name of that.
Yeah, but why would I watch it again?
Halloween that's based off of
You watch movies you like,
A series.
I guess.
No, I watch horror and I click whatever picture I have.
So which one do you pick between
Mile
Halloween?
22, it wouldn't be
Mile
Halloween.
22. Okay,
Mile 22.
what you got?
Probably Halloween.
See what you got.
What you mean? I got Mile 22.
Now he might be the breaker of all.
Right.
Why he gotta go through?
I mean, it already won, so it really don't matter. But
He
if you
gotta go
want to
through
vote,
movie
you can
first.
vote.
This movie had to be Mile 22.
Okay, that's okay. So now the next one is because Half Baked got the bye week. Fruitvale Station versus Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express.
That's what I kind of got too.
So who?
Fruitvale Station versus Pineapple Express. You crying versus you laughing. Which one would you rather go with?
Well, the Fruitvale
Pineapple?
shit was more powerful for me than Pineapple Express.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different. Yeah, I would go for the crying because that shit is just powerful. That's all I can say.
Okay.
It was a powerful movie.
But I mean, I just wanted to get your vote in and still lost because all three of us went with Pineapple. So round 3 to put up against Half Baked would be Pineapple Express versus Mile 22. Like I said, I don't remember much about Mile 22, but I'm not putting it over Pineapple Express.
Quick question: do you think that's his real voice that he used? Because even in that,
Well, I thought you said half baked.
Half Baked got the bye week.
he had a
This is going
different
against
voice, right?
who's
He
gonna
had
go
like an
against.
accent.
You talk about Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah,
Well,
he
he
really
from-
talk like that? But
He from Boston, so I don't even know how he was talking in the movie, but he from Boston and they do have a little
he had an
accent.
accent in that movie. Like he was speaking English, but it had an accent with it.
That's probably he was probably speaking with his regular
Bostonian,
Boston.
New
Yeah,
England accent.
Yeah, some I can't pronounce. I don't know what the fuck it was. I just know
That,
that
yeah, it was probably his
That's what it
regular
is.
accent.
That's how people talking.
Because when in movies like Transformers, how he's talking like without that accent, that is him acting. That is him without his accent, but his regular accent is that Boston shit.
Yeah, because I turned the
Massachusetts.
movie on. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is why is he talking like that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's his real accent. So on like Four Brothers, that's not how he really talks. That's
No.
just how he acts.
No, that's like Idris Elba. What's his name?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Yeah,
Idris.
like his when you hear him talk like for real, that
Oh, the
English,
dark skinned nigga. the sexy
that
nigga.
English accent is heavy.
Yeah.
But when you see him in his movies,
Plays.
you would think he was
played
from
Miss
here.
Christmas. That was my favorite. That
No,
was
I
my
like him
favorite
in this
roles.
one romance
So,
movie.
what's-
I watched.
what's
That
your,
nigga was a dog.
What's your?
I see it.
I mean, we already got the winner, but I still wanted to see if you had something to add. Yeah, but you said no, but no wasn't one of the questions. It was Pineapple Express or Mile 22.
It would be Mile 22.
Okay.
Because to me, they had more action.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was more of a theme to the movie. Even though Pineapple Express
It had a full theme.
Yeah.
It really did.
Okay, I got you.
It
I
was more
got you.
serious.
But
I think
Pineapple
it was
Express
serious.
did win 3-1.
It was an
but-
action versus a comedy, of course.
Yeah.
It's serious.
Okay, so
Not
now,
my movie area.
but look,
How I watch it,
now
I
we
would
back to 2
do that
classics,
instead.
2 very memorable movies, and 2 comedies, basically. Even though both of them is really crime movies at the same time. Pineapple Express versus Half Baked. Now, who's gonna come out on
Pineapple
top?
Express.
Over Half Baked? Oh. No, I don't see myself doing that. I was not fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I quit. And hit that nigga in the head with the goddamn. Now, I will put Pineapple Express over Clerks and Clerks 2. But I don't see myself putting it over Half Baked. I don't know if it's just because of off of all the you know the memories of
I
it.
don't know. I don't
Got
remember
nostalgia.
everything from Half Baked. I remember more scenes from Blue Street than Half Baked.
Half
To me,
baked.
that just it's not a maybe just to me it's not a
But
remember.
you talk about the guy
the guy.
on the couch that they do them but sleep. They called him the guy because nobody knew
Oh,
his
the white
name.
nigga with the long hair.
You remember the Rockweiler? They had the dog so high he was flying.
No, No, I don't remember.
Killer?
I remember the nigga on the couch. Because he won't only wake up to eat and then go back to sleep.
Well, they got a dog eventually. Then the dog died eventually.
Hey, what did he say about B?
What
And then he say, I'm what, B? What the fuck was he? He wasn't Puerto Rican. He wasn't Mexican. What the fuck was he?
I'm Cuban, B.
I'm Cuban, B. Yeah, that's right. Cuban B.
Yeah, see, that shit don't spark no memory.
What?
You ain't see it probably.
I don't want to be the first nigga killed by a crossbow.
She see shit one time.
That's the first movie I seen with Dave Chappelle in it, correct?
I don't know.
How
What's
we
the
know?
first movie you seen with Dave Chappelle?
Back in the day, yes. When I watched it, yes.
Alright, so
You know I'm not really into Dave Chappelle, so something like that would stand out to me, yes. No offense to you, Dave Chappelle. I just don't watch you.
You never did. What the fuck is he offended for? If anything, he gonna light a cigarette and tell you he don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying, he used to turn on the Dave Chappelle, so I just couldn't get into it, especially when he did. I wasn't mad at the white love scene that he did with the milkman and the black family, how their name was niggers.
The niggas.
It was okay, but it just didn't click with me. Like, it's not something that I was just like, yeah, let's turn on.
That wasn't even one of his worst skits.
But I don't even when he did the P. Diddy skit,
that was classic. Making the band?
To me. It's like, okay. You know, like,
okay, look, I'm putting my vote in. My vote is half baked.
He just don't stand
I gotta piss. Oh yeah, that's on camera. My vote is half baked.
You was half baked for what?
Or Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express. Come here. Who is that?
What up,
Hi, Boo Boo. Come here. Hey, baby.
Alright.
I missed you. Come here. Hey, Boo Boo. You about to go on a roll with Myra? Okay, go on a roll with Myra. That's little baby right there.
Alright.
They're probably about to polish their nails and shit.
Yep. Alright, so it looked like half baked had it. I ain't even hear y'all votes.
I said Pineapple Express.
Okay, what y'all got?
Pineapple Express.
Woo! What you got? It's down to you, nigga. To the bottom.
So who won?
We don't know yet. We waiting on J. Rod.
Let me move this shit so she can put join by still right there. So I'm on your phone.
What you got?
Now you still doing the scenes in your head again? Huh?
I ain't doing it like that.
Send it to you. I got an ashtray over there. Send it on that arm. What you got? Pineapple Express or half?
Mama, close your door.
Oh!
What is that?
For the win! Pineapple Express.
Everybody said Pineapple Express?
I say half baked. For the win. So there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
Pineapple Express won the final.
Fuck Halloween, okay?
What?